Welcome back to the Plus Side of Nashville. My guests are Dean Holman, the founder of City Hayride, a nonprofit that raises funds through country music shows to help other nonprofits. Deborah Ferris is also joining me now. She's the regional director for Music and Memory, one of the organizations that's helped by Dean's organization, City Hayride. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I've so enjoyed talking to Dean and learning about his organization and how he's helping other organizations like yours. So people who may not be familiar with your organization, Music and Memory, talk a bit about what it is that you do.
Sure. So first of all, Music and Memory is a nonprofit organization as well. We offer personalized music, and when I say that, I mean a collection of music that holds meaning for the individual, just the way that we all like to hear our music. Otherwise, it's just kind of background noise, and we don't really benefit from it. So our organization provides therapeutic, personalized music for individuals with cognitive, physical, or intellectual challenges. It really began benefiting individuals with dementia, which is how it got its name, but it's now utilized in pretty much any category of care that you can imagine, from hospitals all the way to treatment centers for chemotherapy and dialysis. So anyone, regardless of their diagnoses, can benefit from access to their favorite music. And so our program certifies care organizations and trains their staff and their volunteers to conduct music assessments and create personalized playlists for the individuals that they serve.
Wow. Does that mean you primarily go into senior assisted living types of facilities or hospitals?
Well, we work with the staff in those organizations, and so we provide the certification training for them. So, for example, New York Health and Hospitals has 12 hospitals in the greater New York area that are certified in our program, and they use the program in all areas with regard to psych care and treatment, behavioral health, even post-surgery to reduce pain medications so that individuals get into therapy at a quicker rate, and it really helps them to their recovery time and treatment outcomes. And so you'll find it in hospitals, you'll also find it in nursing homes, adult day service programs, respite organizations, assisted living, and I think one of the newer areas for us is home care. It's really the ideal setting so that we help individuals to remain and age in place and remain in the home setting longer. That's really everyone's goal. And also providing access to their music so that it travels with them through the healthcare system and even into end of life. Hospice organizations use the program as well. So that just tells us that it's never too early or too late for someone to benefit from access to their favorite music.
What a great organization, Deborah.
Yes. And
this is right up your alley, Dean. I know you're all about helping seniors and veterans.
No, you bet. You know, the seniors, you know, they made the world we live in today.
Yes. How did you two come together?
Well,
how did you find out about Deborah and her organization?
Well, the president of our board 2 years ago told me, when I said I want to expand from just promoting traditional country music to helping other organizations, said she had found something to do with you holding a seminar at a church in Hendersonville. She says, you got to go to this with me, you'll love it. And we went up there, and I fell in love with this organization. They played the videos, and on our website, I got the one of Henry.
yes.
This gentleman sitting in a nursing home with his head down. They give him, never speaking to nobody.
Right.
They put on his playlist, and within 30 minutes or so, he's singing songs. He's telling them who wrote these songs. He was a big band man back in the day. And just a perk up. And I'm thinking, this will give people such quality of life. You know, unfortunately, we don't have a cure for dementia and Alzheimer's, but I watched my lead guitar player's wife pass away from this nasty disease, and what if I only would have known about this, so he could have maybe got some quality time with his wife before, it would have been so much better. And I just said, we got to do what we can for this. Plus, it reduces the medications, and on they're taking. Some people get so doped up on their medicines, and this just brings out the best in people.
I know, and I
great.
think we've all maybe seen those videos, music therapy, and how therapeutic it is for our seniors. And so the two connections together is a perfect match, because as a nonprofit, I know you're always looking for donations and supporters. So when he came along with some donations, I'm sure you were excited.
Oh, absolutely. And we try to earmark those donations so that they're used within the community, so that they're used locally.
Yes.
When we learn that there's an organization, a nursing home, or respite care or home care company that really wants the program or is in need of some additional music, there's nothing better than the gift of music.
That's right.
So we can purchase iTunes cards or, you know, equipment, things of that nature, so that more people have access. And that is really, it's our goal, is universal access to personalized music.
Oh, I love that. Well, I know Dean has been struggling to find supporters to continue to help support your organization. So if people wanted maybe to directly you know, donate to Music and Memory, what's your website?
It's musicandmemory.org.
Okay.
And if they decide to give a donation, 100% of the donations that come in are used for music and for individuals. Some of our nonprofits that struggle to start the program get some added help from us. We realize what that's like because we're a nonprofit too.
Yes.
So we all understand the need for some added support.
Yes.
And so they can earmark and request that the donation be used in this area if they would like to. Otherwise, it's sent wherever it's needed.
That's so wonderful. So this is just one of two organizations that you work to support.
Yes.
Music and Memory, and then Operation Stand Down is another one.
They're wonderful. That's a great all-around veterans organization. I didn't want to specific to just disabled or homeless, or I want someone that could cover all the bases. And when I saw them on this channel here,
yes, on News Channel 5 Plus.
Yes, I come running out of the room and said, "There's the channel. There's the organization right there for the veterans."
I'm so glad.
They cover 100%, and so I got in touch with them, and we've been able to help them the last 2 years, but we need to help them much more. I mean, a drop in the bucket from what I have planned to give to these folks. And I got some pet projects down the road that I've looked at. You know.
Well, let's talk about, you've got 3 upcoming shows, don't you? And that's a great opportunity to continue to support and help you.
Yes, we need people to come out to these shows, and I guarantee them they'll love the shows.
Right.
This is a very high-class show.
Right.
And it's also very family-friendly.
And a lot of your musicians volunteers.
They all do.
They're all
now
volunteers.
the band is I have to hire a band because this is their livelihood.
Right, it is.
But artists that come on this show, we screen them to make sure that they're traditional and that they're good. Yeah. And then I ask them to donate their time. You know, they all come out and do like 3 songs. It gets them exposure, it gets them out of the club scene, it gets them into the next step in a musical future if they're the younger stars going to look for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some of them they heard of, some people may not have. But it's a great stepping stone for them, and they love it. And most of them have no problem donating time for 3 songs on a show. And
you're helping out a great cause.
That's the main goal, is to fund these organizations. And like I said, I got projects that I've got things in mind that I want to do down the road if it ever took off to the televised thing where we could bring in, you know, the big money. But you know, there's no end to what we can do for our charities. And Operation Stand Down has been a big help. And Rick would have been here today. We got a call from him this morning. He had a little motorcycle incident yesterday and wasn't able to walk.
Feel better, Rick.
Yes, get better, Rick. Look what you're missing.
That's right. We miss you, but we hope you will feel better. Well, if people want to find out about your upcoming shows, do they find that on the website as well?
Yes, we have a schedule on there, and our first show for this season, I got our spring season booked, which will be Friday, April 13th, and our shows are at 2 p.m. out at Music Valley drive at
Are
the
they
theater.
typically on a Saturday? Or?
No, we lost our Saturdays to another show in town here. So this year we're doing most of them on Fridays.
Okay, so Fridays at 2.
Fridays at 2 p.m.
Okay.
And we got one on April 13th,
Okay.
Friday. And then we got one May 11th.
Okay.
And then we also, because some of our senior centers that come can't always come on Fridays, I got one coming in June 6th, on a Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Fantastic.
And
that's when a lot of our senior organizations and groups get together.
Yes, and a couple of the senior groups that I talked to them before I booked these days.
Oh, I see.
Can you come on Friday? And if they couldn't come on Friday, and I said, well, about Wednesdays, and they said that will work for us. So they're going to split up, and then I take them out for a real good dinner and a show. And again, our shows are very cost effective for people. It's it's only a $10 ticket admission for our shows, and 100% of that's going back to these charities now from now on.
Right.
And then one of the restaurants in the Music Valley area is giving a real good price to us for the dinner show portion of it, if the groups want to come for the dinners.
Wow. So many great things you're doing with Music City Hayrides and Music and Memory as well. I want to thank you both so much for being here.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure learning about you and what you do, both of you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, when we come back, we're going to tell you about a restaurant that has real meaning to Nashville and me as well. So stay with us.